Hi, I'm Jenna, also known as RetroLemon, and this is episode 47. So, I hope everyone had a wonderful and safe New Year's, as today is January 2nd. My husband went back to work today after being off for a week and a half. So, I really miss him. The kids go back soon, and just trying to get back in the swing of things. I got really sick after Christmas and ended up spending like 2 days in bed and just feeling like I was gonna die. So I still have a little bit of a cough, so I have my tea in my mug that my bestie got me a couple years ago, and it has knitting on it and says, if I knit fast enough, does it count as exercise? And unfortunately it does not. So I will probably be sipping on this, trying not to slurp for you. Oh, but the warm tea feels so good. So, with it being a new year, you kind of feel like it's starting out fresh, and while I am not normally one to do resolutions, you know, I have some goals with knitting to try to stay on track with things, get things done this year. I need to get my stash organized. Everyone's always like, oh, I'd love to see your stash. I'm like, no, you wouldn't. It's kind of sad the way it's all just, it's gotten to be too much, and I'm hoping to maybe de-stash a little more or use up what I want to, because I have officially booked my room for the zombie knitpocalypse. So I'm going to be trying to save all my pennies so I can spend them there. The vendors that will be there are going to be spectacular, and one of the vendors is going to be my roommate. So Jeanette of Sun Valley Fibers has agreed to be my roomie. So I'm very excited about that. And on a more personal level, if you are in the group and you're active, you kind of might see this thread popping up every once in a while, and I revived it the other day, and it is a weight loss and health support thread. It is a safe place. I will be more than happy to kick anyone's butt out that will in any way be negative in there. So it is a safe place, and I have decided to start the new year on Weight Watchers. So, for me personally, I have struggled with my weight for probably the last 6 years. By the time my boys were toddlers, my body was not the same. And I've decided to try to do something after the last several years of trying many things that did not work, and I failed epically. So I just wanted to throw that out there that I am on my journey, which I'm not going to be like a Weight Watchers spokesperson. I'm going to mention it here. I might mention it periodically if I hit a goal and it seems to be working for me. I did sign up for the 3 months where you get your enrollment fee waived. So I'm committed for 3 months. I'm going to give it a try, but I wanted to put it out there for anyone else who just might need a little bit of moral support. I will not be going to the meetings. I'm doing the online thing. Oh, excuse me. I warned you that might happen. And, you know, I just wanted to let others know that if you need the support, if you just need somebody's to vent, or, hey, I did it, I hit a goal, you know, or this happens to be working for me, what's working for you, kind of thing. Because normally if I do make a resolution, 2 weeks into the year, I've broken it. I am so sorry if you are wearing headphones. I'm probably going to be coughing almost the whole time. I'm sorry. Tea. So, I'm excited about that. I'm excited about the new year. I'm determined to get organized. Because I just have too much. I have too much everything. Too much stuff. And not enough places to put it. So, I wanted to start off with some thank yous. Because I am hoping some of these items will help me stash down. I was gifted some patterns. I had just got done recording last week's episode, and I got on Ravelry, and I had a little message, and I was gifted the Thin Ice pattern by Laura Linneman from the wonderful Dramatic Knits, who I just got a quick shout out there. Steve, I totally understand you can't come to the zombie apocalypse, and for reasons of money and trying to save, and I know you're wanting to save to get a house, and I totally understand. And you are so right. We are young, even though I'm a little older than you. But we will meet one day, and I really look forward to it. So, thank you, Steve. I love it. I cannot wait to knit this, although it calls for 8 to 1,000 yards. And I might have to order something special. See, oh, this could be something I'll have to buy special yarn for in Minnesota. Because I don't know that I have quite that much yardage, because I'm a single skein person. And I'm trying to break that. But it's expensive to buy more than one. Next up is the calligraphy cardigan. This was gifted to me. I don't have my normal notebook. I had to steal one of the kids' to do show notes. This was gifted to me by Emily, who is No Loose Ends, who is Fiber Addiction on Plurk. So, this was in my queue. I cannot wait to make it. It is by Hannah Fettig. I so love this. I have a sweater that I bought. I think I got it from Kohl's, and it was a cheap sweater. It wasn't like one of their really nice ones. It was just cheap. I think I paid like 15 bucks for it on sale. And it has like cables going down the front and the arms, but overall it's the same kind of design and construction, and it's brown, and the poor thing has pilled so bad. So I think what I want to do is get a nice yarn, and make a new brown sweater for me, because I love to wear that sweater, especially in the fall. And it looks so ratty now, I only wear it around the house. But it's my favorite. So thank you for that. That's on my to-do list. Next is the Volterra, which is a cowl, a big chunky cowl. It's by Rachel Aaron. This was gifted to me by Melanie, who is 4 Kittens Have I. And it calls for Malabrigo Rasta. And I need to see how this compares to the Knit Picks Big O that I got free, because I think that would be gorgeous in that aqua color. I am obsessed with aqua right now, as you will see coming up. So thank you. I love big warm cowls. And then right before I was sitting down to record, I won a prize in the Stockinette Zombies group for posting how much self-striping sock, or self-striping yarn, doesn't just have to be sock yarn, that I have. And I have too much. But I didn't even realize this was a prize thread. I thought, oh, it was just like step 1, confess how much self-striping you have. And I was up to 68 skeins in the group, and I ordered one more because Hiawassee Creek had the Knit Pearl Girl striped sock yarn for sale, and proceeds go to the family. So I had to buy one of those. So I'm up to 69 skeins of self-striping. So self-striping yarn might be up for prizes soon. So thank you to Megan Williams for gifting me the wonderful Partying It Up and Getting It Down. Is that right? Or no, just Party It Up and Getting Down socks. So those are really cool. Although for some reason they intimidate me. So this year I'm going to be trying new things. Next is Marshmallow, which are fingerless knits, which the Tin Can Knits is kind of like the name, kind of like I'm RetroLemonStudios is kind of the business. So Tin Can Knits, the pattern is by Alexa Ludeman. It had a free coupon code. You could pick any one of her patterns free, and she had so many beautiful patterns, and there is a sweater pattern I really wanted, but I tried to think realistically, am I actually going to knit this? As beautiful as it is, and it had color work around the yoke, I'm like, I will probably never knit it. So I really tried to think when picking a pattern, something I would actually use. So I went for these. They're fingerless mitts because I am obsessed with fingerless mitts. And I thought these would be great for a guy or a girl because fetching is my favorite. And while you can leave out the cables, I just love them so much. But I thought this would be something fun. It calls for a worsted or Aran weight. And I love the button detail. So a huge thank you to Tin Can Knits for the coupon code. I really appreciate that. And then, I think this is the last one. I accidentally walked away from the printer, not realizing instead of printing off the first page, I printed out the whole pattern. from Vera Sannon, which I don't see, of Sun Fun Living Knits, had a free coupon code for one free pattern as well. And I went for the Freya hoodie, and it didn't come out very well. It's kind of hard to tell. It is a very kind of a deep V. You definitely, I think, need to wear something under it. But it has this beautiful detail all down the sides, and then there's like a waistband that goes across, and it has a hood, and it's just gorgeous. So I picked that oh, excuse me, as my free pattern from her. So a huge thank you to the designers who did the freebies. I really appreciate it. And I know so many other people do too. I am so sorry. I might have to pause and take a break. We'll see. I am so... I might need to go take a cough drop or something. So, hold on. I will be right back. I'm back. I feel better now. Had a little coughing fit. Got a cough drop. I'm like, I hate talking with something in my mouth. But if not, I'm probably going to, like, hack up a lung or something. And that just wouldn't be pretty. So, moving along, I want to talk about the knit along winners, because I closed out on New Year's Eve shortly after midnight because we were up. The winners for the 2 knit alongs. So I went ahead and I drew the numbers and I picked the winners because I feel like there was so much to talk about today. I'm going to try to keep it under an hour. Try, keyword. Okay. So the first knit along drawing that I did was for the Christmas favorites. And the first winner is getting 2 skeins of Wool of the Andes Bulky. I did go stash diving because I have way too much stash. So I thought this would be a great toy. Or you could make hat, mittens, something lovely. This would be a really cool Molly the Turtle. But hey, you get to knit whatever you want. So the winner of this was number 28, who is Same Old Knit, who is Jessica. So PM me and I will get this out in the mail. Next up, the next prize is this adorable cheap bag. It has a little birdie on it. A little drawstring. Ooh. So I thought this was super cute. Adorable. The winner of the cheap bag is number 19, who is Phoenix Fire, who is Tracy. And then lastly, but certainly not least, is any of my patterns, because I thought, well, we didn't knit along with one of my patterns, so I'll give another one away. And if you already have all of my patterns, as that has been, has happened before, let me know, and you can be the first person to get my new pattern, which will be out in February. With the holidays and all the craziness, I'm taking January to finish up my Dancing Dog Dye Works patterns, which I should have done very shortly. And the winner for that pattern of your choice is number 30, who is Katie Cat, who is Katie. I know Katie, she's a sweetie. Next up is, oh, and we had 45 entries for the Christmas favorites knit along. Our season of giving knit along was huge. I'm so proud of you all for being so generous during the holidays. We had 438 entries. Whoa, that totally blows my mind. So I'm thinking maybe we'll do this again next year. Okay, so first place winner is getting this amazing 31 utility tote, organizing utility tote. Now, I've had this for over a year and I haven't even cracked it open yet. So I love mine so much and I use it all the time. It is probably one of my all-time favorite bags. Now there's 5 pockets. There's one here, here, 3 across the back, which are the perfect size to put little, let me grab one, Like if you had little like Knit Pixel Andy skates, they fit perfectly in there, just sticking out the tiniest bit. Water bottles fit in here the whole bit. And put notions. And then there's also, you can't see them because I'm not going to open it, little mesh cargo pockets, long straps to carry over the shoulder, big bag, awesome, awesome, awesome. I said, I use my one that has polka dots on it all the time, and I guess I just haven't really had the need to use the other one. So, this is going to go to the first winner picked, which is a Texas yarn, who is Allison. And let me tell you, she entered a butt-ton of entries, but she was picked at random. So, Allison, please get in touch with me, and I will try to get this out as soon as I can. Next up, the second prize is a skein of Lorna's laces. It is the green line worst, so it is 100% merino wool. It will felt, but it is super soft and squishy. I'm sorry, people. It is in the Embers colorway, color number 66. The green line is now discontinued, which I think is a shame, because I love the green line worst. I think it is stunning in color. I mean, Lorna's Laces always does a spectacular job. So, this goes to number 175, who is mostly munchies, who is Melissa. Congrats, Melissa. She has donated prizes very generously in the past. And then number 34, which is any pattern of your choosing up to $7, is Holy Cuteness, who is Morgan. So yay! Congrats to all the winners. Like I said, PM me your full name and your address, and I will get that out to you as soon as you can. Pattern winners, please let me know what pattern you would like, and I will get that gifted to you. Okay, so current knit-alongs. You have voted. Some of you have voted. And Priscilla the Persnickety Pig won, and I was going to set a Priscilla the Persnickety Pig over here, and she's over there. I can see her butt. And we'll show her next week, but those of you who voted for her know who she is. So she is our January toy knit-along. I do have people who have said they want to send prizes for the knit-alongs, so those will be rolling in. We have gotten one prize so far from Dancing Dog Dye Works. It is a skein of her Waltz Worst in the You Can Fly colorway. It's gorgeous. But she packages stuff so pretty, I don't want to take it out. But I promise you'll love it. So, the other knit-along, I had talked to, a week or two ago, about doing the techniques. So, I chose, for the first technique, cables. Because I thought, well, it's still winter, and there's so many beautiful cabled hats, and cabled mittens, and cabled scarves, and cowls, and mittens. Oh, I am so sorry. I don't think I've done this much talking since I've been sick. And it's killing me. And, I am totally fine with you using already started projects as long as there's still cabling left. So, say you decided to do cabled mittens, and there's only cables around the cuffs, and you've already gotten the cuff done, you just need to finish the mitten part, the hand part. Okay, that doesn't work. Part of the knit-along is to do the technique, so I am totally fine if you have something, especially a sweater or something big that you want to finish that has cables, as long as there is still cabling left to do on the project. They must be finished by February 28th. I will then close the thread. Hopefully, I will check the time and get back to you exactly what time and everything. I don't know what day the 28th falls on this year. So, I figure, I'm trying to think of other techniques. So I was thinking crochet, only because a lot of knitters always say, well, I'll get there, I'll try it sometime. So there is knitting that calls for crochet, crocheted cast-ons, crocheted bind-offs, crocheted details, appliques. It doesn't have to be a big project. I'm not going to ask you to crochet a whole blanket. But you could crochet a little amigurumi. You could crochet a washcloth. Just some project. A square. I mean, a great idea for the techniques is you can just make like Afghan squares. Totally counts. Dishcloths. It counts. So by no means does it have to be a big project. So I figure we're going to do cabling the first 2 months, then we'll do crochet. At some point we'll do color work, we'll do lace, and we'll do interlock. So that covers 10 months, and then I think the last 2 months we'll do the season of giving again, because that seemed to work out really good. So just kind of give you an idea of how things are going to go. So that finally takes us into finished objects. I have two. The first one, I'm so excited. I worked on this in bed when I was sick. So in between dozing, when I wanted something to do, or I actually got my butt out of bed for a little bit, is the For Good hat. I'm going to put it on because I love it. It is by Megan Williams of the Stockinette Zombies. All the proceeds goes to a women's fund. I can't, is it called the For Good Women's Fund or something like that? All the profits go to that. I made the large, and I made one modification. So, because I watch Steve every week, religiously, he test knit the hat, and he had said, because he's got a big head, and I got a big head, and thick hair, that, it was kind of long, and I don't do the whole slouchy thing. I think my head's too big for the slouchy thing, because they're not quite slouchy enough to be slouchy, and then they just look weird. So, what I did is you're supposed to, for the large, you're supposed to knit like 2.5 inches for the band. I really don't think I'm going to give enough away. So, I only knit 2 inches, like the other sizes. So, because you have to do full repeats. So, I did 3 full repeats, and it ended up being perfect. So, because I think with the extra 1/2 inch, doing the full repeats of where you needed to be, I think it would have ended up an inch too long, and it would have looked a little cone headish. So, that's what I did to remedy that pattern, because I needed the width, and it fits perfect. So, my button is from the Pymatuing button, or Pymatuing Crafts. She does they're wood buttons that she cuts up from branches and stuff. And this is the blue spruce, which I really love. I'll take it off and show you, because the rings are gorgeous. It's really, really pretty. I absolutely love that button. I had bought these buttons for a sweater I want to make. I only needed like 5 or 6 buttons for the sweater, but they came in a pack of 12. So I had more than enough left over. So I tried to pick one. Well, first I picked out the ones I wanted for my sweater, because I wanted them kind of matchy-matchy. Because some of them, like one has like a knot in it, so it definitely doesn't match. And then I tried to pick one that I just thought had good color in it, and I really like the rings. So, I love it. It is knit out of Cascade Heritage sock yarn. I did hold it double, and now, okay, I kind of have a love-hate relationship with yarn held double. I don't normally do it. It gives it more texture, and definitely with this being a true solid color, there's no variegation, no tonal, no nothing. It gave the color more depth. My problem is a lot of times when I'd go in with my needle to catch the yarn to pull it through to knit, I would only grab one of the stupid strands. So then I'd have to unknit it to grab both. So, okay, I don't like knitting double-stranded, but I love how it came out. Like, I'm really, really happy with it. I wanted to make one in every color, like, so bad. It was an easy pattern. It was a quick knit. It took me 2 days, even being ridiculously sick. And I love my button. So, yay! One finished object. And it's like this beautiful bright aqua. I love it. It's the Anise colorway. A-N-I-S. It has a number as well, but I get it from Jimmy Bean's Wool, and they have names on them there, and I do better with names than numbers when it comes to my yarn. And then, finally, I finished my grandma's socks. I will be seeing her this weekend and will be able to give them to her. It is just a plain cuff down gusset sock. It's my own pattern. The yarn is Premier Yarns. Oh, who is she? Oh, the one girl. I think she's on, is she on Entertainment Tonight? Inside Edition? I don't know. Crap, what's her name? Someone's yelling it at me, I'm sure. Oh, shoot. Anyways, it's the Serenity sock yarn. You can get it at Joann's in the surf colorway. My grandma really likes blue, so hopefully she'll like them. I'm sure she will, because I made them. And, you know, grandmas have to like what you make, right? So, I got those done. I was determined to not bring these into the new year on the needles. So, New Year's Eve, I was really busting butt to get these done. But I got one done. Which ones? I can tell by the toe. This one. I got this one done. Kitchener stitched it off. And realized I dropped a stitch, like, back here. Like, half the foot ago. And I didn't realize it. Well, I don't know when I dropped it. And then when I was Kitchener stitching and I was decreasing, I thought, oh, I must have did an extra decrease somewhere. You know, I just thought, oh, it's a simple little thing. Duh. You know. Wasn't paying the utmost attention. No, so I had to go, undo the Kitchener, rip all the way back, pick that stitch up, and re-knit it all. So, because I couldn't just pick it up with all the decreases in the Kitchener already done. So I was kind of annoyed at myself for that, but I got it fixed. Works in progress. Oh, shoot. My works in progress is out there. I'm sorry. You're going to have to hold on again because I really want to go get it and share it with you. Be right back. Okay, I got it. The kids are out there watching Puss in Boots. Okay, so I started my lemon vodka sweater. It is from Baby Cocktails. I don't know if the designer goes by her actual name or not. So I have 4 of the 5 inches knit on the collar. It's seed stitch and it's taking forever. I'm like, okay, I thought 2x2 ribbing on my traveling sweater was torture. Yeah, 5 inches of seed stitch at 100 plus stitches. It's brutal. I have 1 more inch to go. I started it yesterday. I actually like cast it on right after midnight. And the pattern was gifted to me. Did I say by Froggy Monkey? Amy, Froggy Monkey of the Knitting in Circles podcast, for my birthday. And as soon as she gifted me the pattern, I knew exactly what yarn I wanted to make it out of. And, like, it was all planned to start it after the new year. I got the yarn from my grandma for Christmas. So, it is the Knit Picks City Tweed DK in the Lemon Curd colorway. And this is ridiculously soft. If you have not used Knit Picks Tweed of any kind, the City Tweed DK, the City Tweed, I think it's a worsted or an Aran weight. I think it's an Aran weight. Or the Knit Picks Wool of the Andes Tweed. It's all ridiculously soft. I mean, it is just like buttery, melt in your hand, rub it all over your face goodness. So, I'm excited. I really want to get this done while it's still kind of cold out so I can wear it. I'm like, see, it's a collar. It goes around. So, and then the other things I'm working on are my samples for the DDD Monster Club. One kind of has me tripped up because I kind of have 2 patterns in mind, and I'm going to let Michelle, I think, pick which one. We'll see. That's it for my works in progress. I have a wee little bit of Yarny Goodness. Now, I got just a little bit of money for Christmas, and I wanted to get myself something nice. Something that I probably normally wouldn't buy. I'm so excited. So I ordered it from Jimmy Bean's Wool. Of course, love Jimmy Bean's. I am in no way affiliated with them. I do not get any kickbacks from talking about them all the time. I just really love them. So in my package, it was so exciting. I got a Christmas card. It says, "Season greetings from our hot tub full of yarn. Come and visit us. Take a dip for yourself. A yarn lover's dream come true. Jimmy Bean's Wool." So it has their staff on the card. And then they wrote a nice little hand knit note, you know, just saying, "Jenna, such a beautiful color you chose. Hope you enjoy. Thanks, Jimmy Bean's Wool." Love little personal touches like that. Another reason I love them so much. So I bought 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 skeins of Madeline Tosh Merino Light in the window pane colorway. All to make my vitamin D. Now, the pattern calls for a sport weight, but several people had used a fingering, specifically the Madeline Tosh Merino Light. So I thought, well, I'm going to give it a try because I wanted something drapey. People had used the regular Madeline Tosh vintage DK, I think it was, and they just said there wasn't enough drape. Now, I would have loved to have used some like MCN or something like that. Not quite in the budget. So I went with this. I'm hoping it'll work out well. Hopefully I won't need more than 5, and I would love to only use 4 and have an extra skein of this beautifulness to do something else with. Or give it away as a prize. I'm slightly obsessed with aqua. To me, it's not blue. It's aqua. It's like a color of its own. I know it's like in the blue family and slightly into the green family. But to me, it's not blue. It's aqua, and it's a totally different color all its own. So I have an aqua hat. Now I'm going to have my aqua vitamin D. I really wanted to do a yellow vitamin D, like what was pictured in the sample, but I'm doing my vodka lemonade in yellow, so I decided to go off the grid and do a color that I love, but maybe I wouldn't normally choose for a sweater. Now, it's really soft. It is a single ply, but I put a thing out on Plurk asking people, what do you think of this yarn? So many people said they loved it. It was their favorite, and people said that even for being a single ply, Madeline Tosh Merino Light must be magic because it doesn't pill. So, we'll try it. I'm hoping. Then I did get some spinning done. Spinning, it's all done. This is the Greenwood Fiber Arts November club colorway called Harlequin. I will try really hard to remember to put a picture in here. And it's just pretty. It's like this raspberry. It's kind of a tealy color. Maybe slightly more to the blue end of teal. Pops a lime green. I did a 2-ply, and this is merino. Yeah. Let me check. Yeah, this one's merino. And it bloomed. Like, I spun it, and it was maybe a worsted weight, maybe an Aran weight, and then it bloomed, and now it's definitely like an Aran weight to a bulky weight. I got 145 yards, so not a ton, and let me tell you, after not spinning for a couple months, I totally felt out of practice. Big time. So it's not like super thick and thin. But I do have some thicker, thinner spots. Not quite as bad as my first stuff, but not as good as the stuff that I was doing months ago. See? You can see a few bigger little lubs there. But this is really soft and squishy. I absolutely love it. If you have not checked out Greenwood Fiber Arts yet, or Fiberworks, you really should. I mean, her prep is amazing. Her colors are always spectacular. And I will gladly always be in the club as long as she offers it. I suck at scanning up yarn. So, I have nothing currently on the bobbins because I happen to get the next shipment of my Greenwood Fiberworks Club. Now, there wasn't any prizes for spinning this one in December because they thought, well, people probably aren't going to have enough time. And, but for December shipment, which I got, which I'm going to show you. So if you are in the Greenwood Fiberworks Club and you don't want to be spoiled, look away. There are prizes this month if you get this spun up. And I won a prize during the club last time, which was very exciting. I won a first place prize, and you get to go in her shop and get a bump of fiber. Now, I don't know what the prizes are this time. There's always a really nice little note. So this is BFL, because the club you got Merino, BFL, and Polworth. Not particularly in that order, that's just the order mine came in, because that's Merino. This is BFL. Polworth will be next. It is called Victoria, and there's always a little explanation. Show it. It's gorgeous. It's like light pinks and deep pinks and pops of brown. Kind of like some chocolate-covered cherries. And she always sends, like I said, a little note that explains the colorway. Excuse me. It says, this month's colorway is called Victoria. It is very sweet pinks and browns. It is named for Queen Victoria, who had a wonderful love affair with her husband, something not all too common among royalty. If you are a Valentine's Day kind of gal, this would make a fun project for that day too. And then it also, every month her club also comes with a pattern. And the pattern's sitting out there at the desk, and I'm not going to go and leave. And but it's a sock pattern. So, Carolyn, thank you so much. Fabulous, fabulous club to be in. It only runs for 3 months at a time, and they're not back. So this is the second time, and they haven't been back to back, which is kind of nice because then you get a break. My Into the World fiber came. You are not going to see it. If you would like to see it, Amy of the Stockinette Zombies showed it. I think Diane of Knittables has shown it. I think the Knit Girls have shown it. I sold mine already, and it's already in the mail. It was a very, like, bright royal purple, bright pops of pinks, and kind of like a blushy pink, and pink and purple is not my thing. Probably one of my least favorite color combos, besides purple and red. So, I got rid of it. I figured I'm in the club, and there's no point in me keeping anything that I don't love, because every month there's going to be something different. So that's all my fibery goodness stash. So that's all I have to share this week. Like I said, winners, please contact me so I can get that out to you in a timely manner. You have 3 months to claim your prizes. If not, I'm going to recycle them back into the prize bin. So, hopefully, next week I will not be coughing and hacking and all that. Deepest apologies. Like I said, at this point, I sound worse than I feel. I'm feeling much better. And next week, it'll be so nice that I will be back on a regular schedule, and I won't feel so crazy. I will try to get show notes up with the holidays being what they were. I didn't have time to do show notes for the past couple weeks, but anytime you have any questions about anything you've seen on the show, please let me know. And that is it for me. So, till next week, I am Jenna, also known as RetroLemon. I am on Pinterest, Twitter, Ravelry, of course, and I will see you then. Bye.